It's a human sign when things go wrong, when the scent of her lingers and temptation strong into the boundary of each married man. Sweet deceit comes calling, and negativity lies. Cold, cold heart done by you. Something's looking better, baby, just passing through. And it's no sacrifice, just a simple word. It's two hearts living in two separate worlds, but it's no sacrifice, no sacrifice. It's no sacrifice at all. Reaching misunderstanding after the fact. Sensitivity builds a prison in the final act. We lose direction, no stone unturned, no tears to damn you when jealousy burns. Cold, cold heart done by you. Something's looking better, baby, just passing through. And it's no sacrifice, just a simple word. It's two hearts living in two separate worlds, but it's no sacrifice, no sacrifice. It's no sacrifice at all. Cold, cold heart done by you. Something's looking better, baby, just passing through. And it's no sacrifice, just a simple word. It's two hearts living in two separate worlds, but it's no sacrifice, no sacrifice. It's no sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all.
Welcome to Niger Standard African Radio. We entertain, we inform, we educate Africans and Africans in diaspora, Black Americans and members of the international community. We bring you news just as it is, without fear of favor. Welcome.
True words, yes. True word there by Elton John. True, there's no sacrifice at all. It's painful, it's regrettable that in London, in the secret courts in London, they've been for some time now giving wrong justice, judicial blunders. And also there's this media censure and the gagging of the people where people cannot talk to the public. And it's so regrettable that British is civilized, but it's sad that secret court in London, what they are doing is a violation of United Nations Charter on Human Rights. It's very wrong because a case of Gary Johnson right now comes to mind, isn't it? A former top music executive who was finally sent to prison by one of the secret courts in London for just sending a birthday congratulations to his own son, for his own son staying under his roof, his own biological son called Sam, staying under his own roof because he sent a congratulatory message to him for his birthday on the Facebook. He was sent to jail. I think it's good for us to just pause it through, and we'll take a commercial. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Niger Standard African Radio. We entertain, we inform, we educate Africans and Africans in diaspora, Black Americans and members of the international community. We bring you news just as it is, without fear of favor. Welcome.
It's good to be back from the commercial break. Before I go further to tell you the title of our issue today, we'll be discussing secret courts in London. Wrong justice being given, and mostly by children. Most of the children have been abused in foster homes in UK, in Europe, or wherever they are. And when they are lawyers, they take up the case in the court. Mostly in London, there are a lot of secret public courts where justice is being denied, where justice is being delayed. It's so bad and it's so regrettable. And before we further go into the issue of Gary Johnson, we were talking about the former music executive that was jailed for just sending a birthday greeting to his own son, staying under his own roof, a 21-year-old boy. It's so sad, it's so painful. I think it's good for us to pause also take a little break, and enjoy this music. What Seal is saying here. Seal is telling us something here. Seal is a Grammy Award winner, telling us something about life. It's about Kiss from the Rose. We need to really have a rethink at what British justice system is doing, mostly among the indirectly encouraging the pedophiles to carry on with their illegalities. Abusing children, recklessly abusing children, all over the world. I think it's good for us to enjoy what Seal is saying. Thank you.
There used to be a graying tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remains a drug that's the high and not the pill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen? I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, stranger it feels, yeah. And now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. There is so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. You remain pleasure now. Won't you tell me, is that healthy, baby? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become a lot and the light that you shine can't be seen? Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. I've been kissed by a rose on the grave. I've been kissed by a rose on the grave. And if I should kiss by a rose on the grave, I've been kissed by a rose on the grave. There is so much a man can tell me, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain. To me, you're like a grown addiction that I can't deny. Now won't you tell me, is that healthy, baby? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become a large and the light that you shine can't be seen? Baby, I can feel you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. Yes, I can pay you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. And now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave.
True Talk by Seal there, a Grammy Award winner in United States. It's for Gary Johnson, a 46-year-old man, a 46-year-old British. It is truly pleasure, power, and pain, like Seal just said right now in his song. It's so tragic. Gary Johnson sent a Facebook message, like I said earlier, birthday to his son Sam, a 21-year-old boy, who is actually staying with him under his roof. A judge in a secret family court in London jailed Johnson, who was not represented by a lawyer or arrested by the police. But he was not represented by a lawyer. He was not even allowed to. He was not arrested by the police. He was not even allowed to. The judge did not allow him to bring a lawyer of his own volition. And then, what was his crime? The judge said, accused him for publicly naming his son Sam, who he brought up under his roof. Johnson, a former music executive, was sent to prison for a contempt at a closed-door family court hearing in Essex, London. The judicial underfoot forbid Johnson, in view of an acrimonious divorce he had with his wife 8 years ago, for saying he cannot mention either of his biological sons, children who are Sam, 21 years old, and another son, an 18-year-old boy, in the public. Even by there's no way he could congratulate them in the newspaper in any form whatsoever. The irony of it was that this tragic injustice delivered as justice format is an extraordinary gagging which has made it possible by investigation so that this Johnson is forbid forever. He's said to his mouth is gagged forever